Hello, Gemini. My name is Kristi. I am the Twisted Elemental. I am an intuitive empath and tarot reader, and I'm here today to do your January 2024 spiritual growth reading. So let's get started. I'm calling on Spirit and all my sacred guides to help me discern true and accurate messages for all Gemini placements today. I would like messages of the purest, highest white light of truth and for the greater good of all. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, we're going to start out with the Kim Cran's Spirit Animal deck to get some information on your energy for this month of January 2024, Gemini. Gemini. Bear. All right, I'm going to read this for you. Let's show you here. Beautiful card. Bear energy for Gemini. There, okay. I'll hold this up in case you want to take a screenshot, Gemini. You see that? There you go. All right. Waking from spiritual slumber, beginning anew. Oh, that's interesting. When I was shuffling the other decks here, the new beginning card had come out during the pre-shuffle. Waking from spiritual slumber, beginning anew. After a long winter, the bear arises from deep slumber. At first, the movement and effort are difficult, but the bear knows it's time to awaken and move towards the dawning light. The bear card represents an individual on the cusp of new directions and personal transformation. Oh, I love this. The initial weeks and months of this spiritual quest may feel tricky, cumbersome, and full of obstacles, but you have no choice. Bear. Winter wanes, the warmth of spring emerges, and your transformation begins. When in balance, the bear has inner strength and yearning to grow. When out of balance, the bear is withdrawn, has lethargy and heaviness. To bring back into balance, movement and exercise. Interesting. This is awakening energy here. Huge. Like this is like there's a card that I get in one of my decks that's spiritual narcolepsy. This is like this. You're awakening from that. Wow. All right. Let's see what else we've got here for you, Gemini. All right, what's going on for Gemini? January 2024. And spiritual growth, please. Ooh, we got recognition and reward, card 3, and then card 14, having patience. Yeah. I want to say that patience is important. Patience brings change. This is card 1, which is a card of new beginnings, and 4, which is talking about foundations and protection. Together, this creates a 5, which is change towards a stable new beginning here, having patience. Recognition and reward. This could be a personal recognition, recognizing the power within yourself, or being recognized just for you in your life, how you are. But it brings reward here. Mental conflict. This is why there needs to be patience. I want to say this goes along with this bear card, like the not wanting to have to deal with the spirit side of things or waking up to an inner knowing here. There's mental conflict for that, but you need to have patience with yourself, because through this recognition of self here brings massive reward. And I want to say mental conflict, that already said in this card of the bear that sometimes through this process, this journey of awakening, it causes lots of chaos. It feels very chaotic. And that's okay. Change feels chaotic for everybody, whether it's good change or bad change, because it's different. It can cause this mental conflict, right? Recognizing that you're experiencing this mental conflict and having patience with yourself through it brings reward. All right. What else for Gemini, please? January 2024. The victim. Bittersweet. Soulmate. Interesting. I want to say that either, Gemini, either through yourself or somebody that you're, have in your life plays the victim. This is ending through this waking up of this. This could be you, Gemini. If you're unconscious as to your own power and what's going on in your life, we tend to play the victim. Everybody does this. It's not just you, Gemini. I have played the victim. Absolutely. It was a thing I had to learn about myself and transmute, really. This is about going from the energy of why me? Why is all this happening to me? With this mental conflict, right? And instead of constantly saying, why me? Learning to find the lessons in the things. This is an understanding of things aren't happening to me. They're happening for me. There are endings here, like waking up to whatever you're going to see in this woken energy with the bear. You can't unsee it. And I want to say some of the things you have to leave behind might cause this mental conflict because they're bittersweet. The things that you might have to think about, things that you've learned lessons from, right? Bittersweet. But there's this soulmate energy here. This might be a past soulmate that played the victim with you, and it's bittersweet having to see the truth of this, but it's time to let go. Can you tell me more about this soulmate card? Guilt, sabotage, wish fulfillment, and attraction hot. This is somebody you're very attracted to, and it's a wish fulfillment for you, but there's this guilt, sabotage here. That goes right along with the victim. This could be how you interacted with an important soulmate for you. You might have acted like a victim and sabotaged yourself. You're meant to see something in this. But there's some big attraction that is a wish fulfillment for you in this soulmate. But it's been sabotaged. I want to say you're awakening to the own way that you might have sabotaged something. This is bittersweet for you. Once you see this about yourself, you have to let that go. You can't unsee it. Okay. I have underneath cycles and completion, change. Again, we're talking about a big change here, this patience. brings in, that's like that temperance energy, brings in big change for you. But these are cycles that are completing. You have to see something first. There's something for you here to see. And in seeing that allows you to complete this cycle. All right, what we're looking at in the main spread here, Gemini, is we're going to see how this energy translates into your 3D life this month for January. So we're going to see what's going on here. The lesson you're meant to learn, the blessing you're meant to receive, the challenge you're meant to overcome, and the advice from Spirit. And we'll clarify all of it. This is like the bear, you're coming out of hibernation here. It's been a long sleep. It's over. You're not sleeping anymore. You're awake now. This is awakening energy for certain. I want to say part of this awakening energy brings you mental conflict because you have to see some stuff about yourself you didn't necessarily want to see or you refused to see before. In this awakening, you can't unsee it. You have no choice. You have to see it. Being shown the truth of ourselves sometimes is it's hard. It's really painful. We push it off for a long time because we don't want to see those things, where we might have been the ones responsible for things that have went wrong in our lives. It is much easier for all of us to say, well, had this situation not turned out like this, or had this person not done that, things would be different. But it's all about our own reactions and our own energy, changing our thought processes. All right. 2 more shuffles, Gemini. Oh, Gemini. The all-over energy for this reading is the 2 of Cups. And typically Gemini is not the 2 of Cups. But with the twins on this card, I would say it's very much about this. This has to do with partnerships. That's why we have this soulmate card. This is just in any old partnership. The 2 of Cups is a beautiful soulmate relationship. This is 2 people seeing eye to eye, right? How you feel about this person, they feel about you. This is part of your spiritual growth. There's something here you've been sleeping on about this, and you're meant to see it. You're waking up to a partnership. Yeah, got the Knight of Swords underneath that. This is about speaking the truth of something or knowing the truth of something. She has a wand for a sword, which is a paintbrush. This is transformative. This is creating something through your words, the truth of something that you know about partnership. Okay, what's going on for Gemini? January. Queen of Wands, you stepping into your power. Without doubt. I want to say whatever this thing within you about this partnership that you're awakening to really has you stepping into your power. The Queen of Wands is a beautiful energy. This is somebody who's good sense of humor, passionate, beautiful, really connected with their higher self, knowing where their passions lie and what they want and being willing to go get it. Like the Queen of Wands is dynamic. Like when you step into a room, people take notice. Like they can see the glow of you, right? She's glowing. What's the lesson for Gemini? 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. This has to do with being left in the cold and poverty consciousness. I want to say this is your thought process is changing. Your lesson. If we always think of ourselves as have-nots, we can never be in the energy of the people who have, right? This isn't a us versus them. This is needing to know your worth and believing in it, not letting what others have done to you make you feel less than. What's the blessing here for Gemini? 8 of Cups. This recognition of your own worth and value here, stepping into your power, seeing what you need to say, allows you what you need to take action and walk away from anything and everything that is unfulfilling in your life. This 8 of Cups, what she's walking towards, she's walking away from everything in the past that's been unfulfilling. And I don't care what it is. If it's a person, a place, a thing, a way of thinking, a thought process, whatever this is, she's walking away from it because she's walking to her wish fulfillment. the Nine of Cups, right? And I say she because it's the she in the card. It doesn't matter if you're male or female here. I don't read for gender. We all hold masculine and feminine energies. What's the challenge here for Gemini? Oh, your broken heart. The past. Being stuck in the past with a broken heart. Like even here in your lesson, this flower here is caged. Like the essence of you've had caged up because of a worthiness thing, like not feeling worthy of something. And it's caged up because that's the same flower. Look at that. That heart flower, look at that. It's the same flower. Or as I see it, it is. This is your challenge is overcoming your broken heart here because you're meant, and which you will, you have to allow yourself to see the new truth though. What's the advice? Queen of Cups. Yeah. To allow your heart to heal, and then you can become emotionally available again, emotionally vulnerable. Follow your heart. This month is about bringing you into a partnership here, a beautiful partnership. In order to do that, you have to be completely and fully emotionally available towards it. Let's clarify, Gemini. So, not all of the spiritual growth readings are necessarily about love, but for you, Gemini, right now, the love aspect of your life is very much of spiritual significance. The partnership aspect, your relationships. Tell me about this Queen of Wands for Gemini, please. Month of January, 2024. Where are they, the Queen of Wands? Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands, the Psychonaut. Okay, I don't particularly like the Six of Pentacles card. It's definitely not my favorite. As you can see, this person's being generous and giving here, and while they're doing that, this person's reaching in their pocket and stealing from them. The Six of Pentacles is a card of equal give and equal take, right? But this isn't very equal, especially if you don't know where you're losing your funds from. If somebody's stealing, whatever it may be, it doesn't have to be money. It's if somebody's taking while you're involved in giving, that's not balanced for you. That's not equal give and take. This is putting an end to that. This is you no longer giving to things that you're not receiving from also. Helps you stand in your power. And the reason how you determine this is with the Psychonaut. This deck has 2 Fool cards and 2 Magician cards. The 0 card and the 1 card. One of them is more 3D based for both of the cards, and one of them is more 5D based. This is the 5D Fool, the Psychonaut. So this is, instead of taking leaps of faith towards a physical journey in your life, this is taking leaps of faith inward, towards spirit, towards your own journey within, and finding a balance here. Assessing, where have you been giving where you're not getting in return? Doing this puts you standing firmly in your power of knowing your own worth. I have the Six of Wands. Through doing this with the High Priestess, victory comes from following your higher self, your higher guidance, right? The High Priestess is very connected with their higher selves. There's, very psychic energy. It's an energy of knowing. Like following your inner knowing here, once you discover it through the Psychonaut, right? And put you in your power, then you follow that towards victory. And the Three of Swords underneath that. This is like intuitively knowing how to heal your own broken heart and taking the lessons from those broken hearts, or however many times it's been broken, to drive yourself forward towards victory here. All right. The lesson of the Five of Pentacles for Gemini. Tell me about that. It's a star, like being hopeful, having a wish. So the star is about healing. She's also pouring the water. Oh, I just lost the whole deck here. Jeez. All right. So we said part of your lesson here is knowing your own worth with this Five of Pentacles. Like there's a sense of poverty causelessness, being left in the cold, being out, right? And there's a sense of needing to heal this for yourself by knowing your own worth, that like you weren't left in the cold. You needed to be in the cold because there were other things going on and somebody wasn't ready, right? The star, being able to have hope and faith in something, but this is a very balanced star. We've got the yin yang and the flow of the emotions here. Like this is like allowing your inner emotions here to heal you. Having faith and hope that this is not always going to be like this. Like trusting in yourself brings healing and destiny even. I have the Eight of Cups. Again, this is a knowing you need to walk away from things of the past. Allowing yourself that hope and faith that there's something better at the other end of this trail, right? We have the Eight of Cups here, the Eight of Cups here. This is your blessing. You need to have hope and faith that what you're walking towards, what you're walking away from is done, dead, and over, and what you're walking towards is your best, most highest self. That was something that was designed for you, right? Faith and hope in the star here. Like leaving this energy of the Five of Pentacles in the past. This Five of Pentacles is a sabotaging energy for you. Being stuck in the Five of Pentacles, feeling like I'm on the outside looking in. Tell me about the star, please. Six of Swords, victory of the mind. This is moving your thought process on to... Six of Swords is moving your thought process on to a better way, right? It's moving your thought process from onto calmer water, essentially. How you're doing this is through leaving this sense of poverty, the sense of loss, the sense of being on the outside looking in the past. You do that through knowing your own self-worth. That allows you to have faith to move things on to calmer waters within your own mind and heart. When you do that, victory comes for you. I've got victory again after a hard-won battle with the Nine of Pentacles, independence and freedom. All right, this blessing in the Eight of Cups. Tell me about that for Gemini, please. Five of Wands. You're walking away from things that were chaotic, things that there was competition and gameplay. This has to do with other people in your life, and that this doesn't have to be just lovers. This can be family. This can be work situations. This can be anything where there's a lot of conflict and chaos, where you feel like it's a constant battle. You're walking away from that. That's your blessing. You have the ability to do it. Is it bittersweet? Absolutely. It is absolutely bittersweet, to leave that stuff in the past. But by not doing that, you would be sabotaging yourself. If you stay with guilt over what you're walking away from, that's a sabotage. It's okay that it feels bittersweet. Tell me more about this blessing, please. I did have, with the Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck, I had the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Talks about whatever this chaos is, brings huge imbalance into your life. Huge. As long as this chaos is here, you're imbalanced. So being able to walk away from it brings you into balance. This being able to move on to calmer water within your thought processes here so you can have this inner journey. 10 Pentacles. In doing this brings on your prosperity. We have recognition and reward. And I've had the Six of Wands several times pop up. Recognition and reward. That is the Six of Wands, right? 10 Pentacles. Like, this is having it all. Wish fulfillment. This is having it all. There's family on here. There's loyalty. There's children. There's money. This is the name you leave behind in the world. This is having it all. Walking away from the chaos of the past means you're walking towards your 10 Pentacles here. There's options. 7 of Cups. You've got options. You have so many things that you can walk towards. This is walking towards your 10 Pentacles, even if you're confused about what your 10 Pentacles looks like. The first step you need to take is walking away from the past things that bring you chaos and make you feel out in the cold and make you feel less than. You don't have to exactly know where you're walking towards, right? That's the faith part in the star. Know that if you're leaving those things that are unsatisfying in the past behind, if you're truly in there, they're in your rearview mirror, and you're walking forward, whatever you're walking forward towards is better. That's the faith. So it's okay if you're confused. The important part is taking the first step of leaving the past in the past. Your challenge is the Three of Swords. This is healing your heart. Why is this the challenge for Gemini? Seven of Pentacles. So with the Seven of Pentacles here, the reason why this is a challenge for you, your broken heart, is because you've been unwilling to look back on it. There's a need to assess your broken hearts of the past so you can take the lessons forward. This is about the 10 Swords. This is about pulling, I'm seeing the 10 Swords in my mind's eye. This is about being able to pull the swords out, right? For me, the important part about the 10 of Swords is that, yes, things are done, dead, over. But in order to put that to bed, you have to take the lessons forward and leave the pain behind. How you do this, Gemini, is through assessing relationships of the past for where your heart was broken and why that happened. Taking those lessons forward with you. You leave the pain in the past, but in order to do this, Gemini, you have to be willing to look at them. So if these emotions are popping up for you and they're causing you mental conflict because you don't really want to be thinking about them or seeing them again, know that you have to. One last time, go over it in your mind's eye and release it. Learn, take the lesson forward, see it in a new light, and let it go. Lesson, please, or the challenge. I've got here the Three of Swords with the Seven of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. So again, we have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is your lesson here, right? The not feeling out in the cold anymore, the knowing your self-worth. This is like, this woman is asking for charity here, and we have somebody in the corner who, this woman's blind, she can't see her standing there, and she's just watching her like, eh. So this is like knowing your self-worth through knowing your self-worth, and knowing that you're not defined by this broken heart. Again, Three of Swords for the Three of Swords. Allows you to stand up and do what's right for yourself. With the Seven of Wands, and access a new level of emotional vulnerability. Being really discerning about where you give your heart. The King of Cups is beautiful. He has the capacity to hold an immense, vast amount of love. But the King of Cups also is very discerning about where they give it. If this is where you've been, you don't give to this anymore. Right? You stand up and walk away from that. It's walking away from it to do what's right for yourself and fight for your own self. But by knowing where you can give your hearts and your emotions and where you can't. Is it something that just takes, or is it something that gives also? Your advice is the Queen of Cups. To allow yourself to be emotionally vulnerable. Follow your heart. In order to do that, you got to heal the heart first. And to heal the heart, you got to look at the heartache. Time for assessment. You have to look at it because your blessing here is walking away from anything that is emotionally unfulfilling for you. And if you don't look at it, then you don't necessarily know what that is that you're walking away from. Like I said, the Eight of Cups, you don't have to know what you're walking towards. That's the faith part. But you do have to know what you're walking away from. All right, why is the Queen of Cups the advice here for Gemini? Queen of Wands. Ten Swords. And the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So the Ace of Wands in the reverse is like not a new beginning. It's not being creative. It's not using your passion. Something has lost its passion. It's done, dead, and over here with the Ten of Swords. We already talked about this. The key to the Ten of Swords is the review. Learn the lesson, but leave the pain. It is done, dead, and over, and you can walk forward. There's no passion for it anymore. Okay? So in this Queen of Cups, being vulnerable and open to something new allows you to bring your passion back on board. This is very powerful energy here with the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. This is someone standing firmly in their magnetic, authentic power, manifesting the life that they want and doing it with love and an open, vulnerable heart here. After harsh endings. But the reason they're able to do it is because they learn the lesson from those endings. Advice, please. Ooh. Top of that was the Ace of Cups. Definitely follow me your heart. Remember, we're talking about a Two of Cups partnership here. The Lovers. This is about choices in love. You have choices in love to make. The Lovers is making a choice about soulmate relationships. This is a soulmate bond. You see how they're connected by the serpent there? And a higher power? That's a Two of Cups relationship. The Lovers, this is your card, Gemini. This is you standing firmly in your power. Right? Also, standing firmly in your power because your passion is ignited. You're on board. You're firmly standing in your authentic self here, being really emotionally available and vulnerable and loving and making choices in love from that place. And not from this place. All right, I want to get some angel cards here for you, and then we're also going to do a moonology, and then we'll call this a close, Gemini. Let's do the moonology first. What's the moonology for Gemini, please, for January 2024? Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. Yeah, I think you can. I mean, we're talking about this overall awakening here. That is powerful change. And it was even said in the description, you cannot stop this. You are awakening. There's nothing you can do about it. Except for try to balance yourself out so you can flow with the awakening a little better. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Yeah. So there's a need to step out of the comfort zone here because you're being asked to do things that are very uncomfortable. They cause you mental conflict. Even having to look back at some past events that you don't want to so that you can heal them causes mental conflict. It is out of your comfort zone, but good, beautiful things will come from it. Recognition and reward come from it. Be patient with yourself. Okay. For Gemini, please. Nope. We have child. I need my readers. We have child. You care deeply about children, and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. We can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. This is your physical children and your internal child. We have three of swords here as your challenge, right? This is about healing your inner child. There's some massive heartache here. And I want to say it came through childhood, and it's something, a cycle that's repeated through your adult relationships that is being healed in this energy so that you can go forward in this partnership. Go for it. Your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on this situation since its genesis. We continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path, as it will take you very far indeed. You're on your perfect path here. The idea is to flow a little bit more with it. Not fight against the path. Okay. For Gemini. See angel advice for Gemini. Stay the course. Ooh, there you go. Didn't they just say that? Stay on your present path. It will take you very far indeed. 29. They mean this. Stay on the course. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. Does that not just sum up everything I just said? Someone new is coming, Gemini. 28. Yeah. This is a beautiful partnership. Someone new is coming. The stuff you learned from the past is not going to be how the future is. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. Mic drop. Oh, all right, Gemini. I'm sending you so much light and love. I want you to remember to stay blessed and to always, always, always love yourself first and foremost. Thank you so much.